Hey everyone, welcome back to Word Wizards, where we help you unlock the power of words. I'm Anna.
And I'm David. If you've ever struggled with learning new words, forgetting them too fast, or just wanting to sound smarter in conversations, then today's episode is for you.
That's right. Today, we're diving into 5 powerful strategies to build your vocabulary and actually remember the words you learn. Because let's be honest, how many times have you learned a fancy new word, used it once, and then completely forgotten it?
Oh, all the time. And it's frustrating, right? But don't worry, we've got some really practical and fun ways to make sure those words stick. So grab a notebook or just sit back and listen because we're about to transform the way you learn words. Strategy 1: read, but the right way.
Strategy 1: read, but the right way. Okay, let's kick things off with something super simple. Reading. This is one of the most powerful ways to improve your vocabulary. But here's the thing. Just passively reading isn't enough.
Exactly. I used to think that if I read a lot of books, my vocabulary would just improve automatically. But I realized that unless I actively paid attention to new words, they just went in one ear and out the other.
So true. That's why when you're reading, whether it's a novel, a newspaper, or even a blog post, you should keep a word journal. Every time you come across a word you don't know, jot it down.
And don't just write the word. Write the sentence it came from. Context is everything. It helps you understand how the word is actually used.
Right? And if you're reading digitally, apps like Kindle have built-in dictionaries, so you can instantly look up words. No excuses.
David. Love that. And if you want to take it up a notch, try reading different genres. Fiction, non-fiction, science articles. Each one exposes you to a different set of words.
Yes. Challenge yourself with something a little outside your comfort zone. That's how you grow.
Strategy 2: make it fun with word games and apps. Okay, strategy number 2. Turn vocabulary building into a game.
This is my favorite. Learning words doesn't have to be boring. There are so many great apps out there like Wordle, Anki, Quizlet, and even Scrabble that make vocabulary practice fun.
Yes, and I'm a huge fan of crossword puzzles. They make you think critically about words, plus they reinforce the meanings in a way that sticks.
Oh, and speaking of apps, there are even vocabulary builder apps that use spaced repetition, like Anki and Memrise. These remind you of words at just the right intervals so you don't forget them.
Spaced repetition is a game changer. Instead of cramming words into your brain and forgetting them a week later, these apps make sure the words stay fresh.
And if you're more old school, just make flashcards. Write the word on one side and the definition on the other. Then quiz yourself every day.
I love it. Plus, playing word-based board games with friends is a sneaky way to learn. Like, you're just having fun, but in reality, your brain is soaking up new words.
Strategy 3. Let's talk about something really important. Actually using the words you learn. Because if you don't use them, you lose them.
This is where I used to struggle. I'd learn new words, but then I'd never actually say them out loud. And guess what? They disappeared from my memory.
Same. But here's the fix. Make a conscious effort to use new words in conversations. It might feel a little awkward at first, but trust me, the more you do it, the more natural it becomes.
A good trick is to pick 1 or 2 new words per day and challenge yourself to use them. Whether it's in a text message, an email, or just talking with friends, just find a way to slip them in.
And don't be afraid to practice in front of a mirror. Say the word, use it in a sentence, and hear how it sounds coming out of your mouth. It helps with pronunciation and confidence.
Oh, and journaling is another great way to reinforce new words. If you write about your day, try incorporating new vocabulary. It makes them stick in your brain.
Strategy 4. Learn word roots, prefixes, and suffixes. Okay, so here's a strategy that will literally change the way you see words. Learning word roots, prefixes, and suffixes.
This one is so powerful. Once you understand word roots, you can figure out the meaning of words even if you've never seen them before.
Exactly. Like, take the root bio. It means life. So, when you see words like biology, biography, or biodegradable, you instantly know they're related to life.
Yes. And logi means the study of something. So, once you know that, you can guess that sociology, psychology, and geology are all studies of different things.
Learning just a few common roots can help you decode hundreds of words. It's like having a cheat code for vocabulary.
I wish someone had taught me this sooner. Instead of memorizing thousands of words individually, you just learn the building blocks, and everything clicks into place.
Strategy 5. Listen and imitate, the power of audio learning.
Strategy 5. Listen and imitate, the power of audio learning. Anna. All right, last but definitely not least, listening. This one is underrated. Most people think vocabulary comes from reading, but listening is just as important.
Yes. Podcasts, audiobooks, and TED Talks expose you to new words in context. Plus, you hear how they're pronounced naturally.
And here's a trick. When you hear a new word, pause and repeat it out loud. Try to mimic the speaker's pronunciation and intonation.
That's so good. And if you want to take it up a notch, try shadowing, where you listen to someone speaking and repeat what they say immediately after, almost like an echo. It helps with fluency and word retention.
And don't forget subtitles. Watching movies or shows with subtitles helps reinforce new words visually and orally at the same time.
Yes. So next time you're binge watching Netflix, turn on subtitles and make it a vocabulary boosting session.
Strategy 1. Read, but the right way.